Hey guys,
Oh, thought the music started.
we're playing Plantera. We're
The music wasn't.
Hmm?
Oh, that's gone.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that was only a dream.
Yep, I was just dreaming about having a nice farm.
So you returned into your life as a bandit then?
That's not me. That's just a helper.
Oh. Are you the invisible face of God?
Yes.
Good.
So I'm gonna plant some carrots.
Good. It's nice to know
And-
that your worker is dreaming of what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, right.
It's a little creepy that you can see into his dreams.
Oh, whack-a-mole.
Whoa. Man, he's just trying to make a living. How dare you?
So this guy just goes and like gets. I can also do it.
Yeah.
A butterfly.
Whoa.
And yeah, that's basically how it works.
Neat. It's like an idle game, but with more reflex based clicking. Catch that butterfly.
It's not going.
Oh, okay. So
And it says on the page that you can either help your guys out or just watch them do all the work and not help, which is my preferred way of doing it.
sounds very relaxing.
Yeah. Oh, I can afford more. Oh wait, I can afford a tree.
Ooh. Nuts.
They're like blue things.
Huh.
Say what they are. Blueberries.
Oh, I was wondering that, but I didn't know if blueberries grew on trees.
Bird.
Do
Oh,
blueberries
really? You have to look that up.
grow on trees? So it seems that most of them grow on bushes.
Well,
But
it's kind of a bush.
they can grow up to like 12 feet tall, so it's basically a tree.
So this is accurate, you'd say.
Probably, yeah.
So these birds trying to steal your food, so you gotta punch them in the face.
Oh. Can you get a scarecrow?
You can get a dog.
I think you have like an airsoft rifle and you're just like, get the fuck out.
Path.
Those things hurt like a motherfucker.
Oh, I have a lot of money. I should buy more things.
Oh, speaking of things that hurt like a motherfucker, apparently.
That's a good segue, Colin.
Uh-huh. Have you seen those new like Nerf Pro things?
No.
So it's a Nerf gun, but instead of shooting the darts or shooting discs or any of that, they shoot these really solid, firm foam balls.
Look what I got.
Nice. Another dude. But they shoot them at like 70 miles an hour or something.
Huh.
So apparently it's conceivable that you could get a welt. So it's like paintball, but with less mess.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they recently released a fully automatic version of that, which looks terrifying. But yeah, so they're like, well, everyone was modding them before, so we're just gonna make one that does that anyway. Which seems like a good response.
I mean, maybe. Next thing we know, it's just gonna be Nerf lawn darts.
Oh god, lawn darts. We never, although we're too young for lawn darts. Lawn darts were like the 70s. My mom actually had lawn darts.
Did she kill anyone?
No. Apparently her,
Did she kill a man?
apparently her brother, got kind of hurt by one though.
Ooh.
For people who don't know, lawn darts are the worst idea for a children's toy in the
Yeah, they're
universe.
kind of exactly what they sound like.
Like, it's very literal. It's a
Giant darts you throw in the lawn.
yeah, it's like a foot-long dart that
Like they're made to like get pierced into the dirt.
and flesh.
I mean, they're not made for that, but if you can do one, it can do the other. So.
Yeah. Because apparently the idea is that you would put like a hula hoop out and you try to
Yeah.
throw the darts into that, but inevitably, kids being kids,
Yay!
there were children who got shanked with
I'm
lawn
not
darts.
buying enough things.
But yeah, it is always great to see, like, if you ever look at the original attractions for like Coney Island, they were so unsafe. Like, people used to have all the fun with the like ridiculously lethal rides. They looked
Well,
awesome.
there was like
though.
Action Park.
Oh yeah, isn't that?
Look at this guy.
Aw, this kid
He's
is
gonna
adorable.
eat my chickens, so
I was like, oh, never again.
you go away. Okay, so here's what I like about this. Over a lot of like incremental games. It's that everything that's like making money in this is kind of just is on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like a lot of those you just kind of like they just increase a number, but you don't actually see any like result.
So this
like
has
click
10.
your heroes or something. You buy heroes and
You don't see them represented at all.
yeah, you just are doing more damage then.
Mm-hmm.
So this everything you get is just a new thing that makes a new thing.
That's nice.
Chicken.
I wonder what the 16
And they all have
one
physics,
is.
and eventually everything will just like pile up, and it'll just have a giant mess of fruits everywhere.
Object limit.
I don't know what the object limit is, but probably ridiculous.
It's very cute. Everything's very blobby.
Uh huh.
Could stand to have some lawn
Butterfly.
darts, though.
Yeah, just impale one of my big blobby dudes in the head.
That's how you take care of those foxes.
Those guys
You
eat
know,
my fruit.
I wouldn't be
Those guys steal
surprised.
fruit.
I wouldn't be surprised if that crazy Swedish slingshot guy hasn't already built a machine for hucking lawn darts at extreme.
Long darts.
Long darts, yes. They're the same thing, more or less. But you have to think that he's probably already done that, like... He's probably already, like, created something that flings at it with extreme velocity.
I need more helpers. That's just. Did you watch any with Bob and David?
Maybe not. What? Remind me.
I don't know. You probably remember. It's Netflix's like follow up to Mr. Show with Bob Odenkirk and David Cross.
Mm-hmm.
There's one sketch though where it's an interview with a director who just made a movie called Better Roots, which he says it's Roots but better.
That's what I thought. That's what I assumed.
And they don't want to use the word slave, so they just call them helpers.
Oh. I see.
It's a movie about slavery that's supposed to make you feel good.
Oh man, that's a good that's a good sketch, but dang.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, they did that.
Oh, so I've been listening to How Did This Get Made, the podcast about bad movies, and
Yes.
I got to Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
Oh no.
That is crazy what happened there with the writers, where, Joe, you know this already, but
Yeah.
the story's amazing. So it's like these two guys who are sitcom writers, and their representation, their agent was like, hey, do you want to go ahead and pitch something to Paul Hogan, the Crocodile Dundee guy? And they're like, sure, whatever. They figured they would make a joke proposal and it would be a fun story, but they didn't expect it to work. So he hired them almost immediately, and then they write the first draft, and the whole premise is really simple. Crocodile Dundee he's an Australian guy in Los Angeles, and he doesn't fit in, and that's the source of all your humor. And it's supposed to be a family-friendly movie because at the time all of the movies were really edgy and dark and whatever. So he takes that first draft, basically just replaces all of the proper nouns, like he was, plagiarizing his high school book essay, like book report, his high school paper. And
Paul Hogan did that.
yes,
right?
Paul Hogan did that. The actor and producer and everything else. He already owned most of the movie, but he did that so he could also have sole writing credit. And he's already insanely wealthy. Like, he's already an obscenely wealthy dude, and does not need it. And he still tries to take the credit, and he basically just takes all the jokes and makes them less good. And he takes all of the just changes names around. That's it. And he adds a lot of weird, creepy people hitting on his character scenes, and like, it's just astounding. And unfortunately for the two writers, they, because of their contract, had to fight for they had to fight for the writing credit, so they didn't really want their names super associated with the movie because it's kind of a piece of shit at that point.
Like, they wouldn't get paid unless they were credited as the writers.
Yeah, exactly. So they had to actually go into court very publicly with Paul Hogan over the writing credits for this movie. And Terrible movie. And it just... it's insane.
So funny, though.
Yeah, like that... Oh, God, that was... He does not sound like a nice man at all.
Well, if there's one thing that podcast makes me do, it is not like... It's normally, like, other, like, people who do other stuff turn comedians.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, wow, what an egotistical jerk.
It's like Sylvester Stallone, who sounds awful. Because it sounds like every movie he's in, he has to have a writing credit, and his brand of humor sounds terrible.
My favorite was the one where he wanted to have him listed as the author of the book he adapted. It's like, he did a movie of a book, and for the, like, you know, they always do the now a major motion picture version of the book.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to be listed as the author of that.
Which is insane. But yeah, it's like Sylvester Stallone. It sounds like Vin Diesel's guilty of that a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not a lot.
I just like Vin Diesel.
He seems okay for the most part. I know he plays...
Well, I know, because the one thing I heard about him is Fast and the Furious movies. He apparently can't lose a fight.
Yeah. No, that's like apparently a bunch of the actors. There's a bunch of actors who are like, I can't lose a fight. It's in my contract. So you end up with a bunch of like unstoppable forces and immovable objects where you're just like, how are we supposed to resolve this?
The answer is they write new characters in specifically to lose fights.
Yeah, it's called jobbing in professional wrestling. Because apparently there are wrestlers whose their whole thing is that they have to lose to make someone else look better. That's like the whole idea. That's kind of a sad job. But yeah,
Would you want that job, Colin?
If it pays well, sure.
Alright.
Wrestling seems
tomorrow.
Fun. Yeah. Oh, good. I just wake up.
Haven't you seen The Wrestler?
I just wake up tomorrow at like 8 in the morning, and there's like this giant hairy man in a leotard just slams me out of bed. It's like, work starts now! Oh! Whack! That would be terrible. But yeah, no, I don't know, it's... All of those old action stars got... I feel like it would be hard not to have a bit of an ego after with the level of star worship that happened with that. Kind of glad we moved out of that phase. Because now, now there's...
Are they making another Expendables? I don't know.
Probably. I don't even...
I tried to watch one of those once.
They just seem boring.
Well, because I was like, you know what, I could use some mindless action stuff. But yeah, it's just boring. And also, I think I was watching Expendables 2, and I stopped watching it as soon as Chuck Norris showed up. Because apparently everyone involved in that movie was under the illusion that, like, all of the Chuck Norris jokes, which have also ended, like, no one does that anymore.
Yes.
They seem to think those were out of actual adoration of Chuck Norris.
Well, you see, the reason for that is that they went... So, the writers, all at once, went to a private server for Vanilla World of Warcraft where they actually run old chats. So they were in the Barrens, where, as everyone knows, in the original Vanilla World of Warcraft... I don't know
if there is a server that does that.
No, it doesn't exist. But they were playing on the server that totally exists, and they're just seeing all of this Barrens chat for, you know, all these Chuck Norris jokes, and they're like, "This is nice. We could get Chuck Norris. Let's have him tell one of these." And they started, you know, trying to message at those players who were all dead, and it became very difficult. But yeah, so at the end of the process, they ended up with putting Chuck Norris in. True story.
Well, he also apparently ruined the, I think the third one.
Didn't he make it so there's no swearing in the movie?
Yeah, The first two are pretty hard R ratings. But Chuck Norris didn't want to be in a violent movie or something. So the third one's PG-13. And I don't think anyone that was one of the movies that got leaked super early. Mm-hmm. Which seems to only happen to terrible movies. And I feel like they're intentionally leaking it so they can be like, oh, it didn't do well because piracy. Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would not be surprised if they were just
intentionally doing it. Well, oh. That reminds me. Speaking of intentionally doing shit like that, to cover up your failures, did you hear the news about Tidal?
Oh, no.
So Tidal...
but I love all the news that has to do with Tidal.
So Tidal, for those who don't know,
and most of you probably don't, because it's stupid and no one talks about it.
Yeah. So a bunch of multimillionaire artists decided that they needed a streaming service that was by artists for artists, because they understand the average working man, low-income artist, them all being millionaires. And...
Yeah, okay, so just an aside. That concept, because it is actually really I agree with the kind of...
Oh, the concept's great.
Because streaming services pay terribly and it's really dumb.
They do.
And
no, I 100%...
The problem is, when they announced it, they had this big conference of exclusively rich artists come out and talk about how they weren't making enough money.
Yeah, it's weird, because it's it's weird because it's they never show... the only artists they show are literally the most popular artists. It's insane. So anyway, what the recent thing that happened is, so they're coming up on their 1 year anniversary of the service, right? And suddenly, a bunch of people who had deactivated accounts suddenly had their accounts reactivated and charged them the monthly fee. So when enough people complained about this, they refunded the accounts and then gave every user on the service 3 months of the free premium, which means that they, without people's consent, reactivated all of their accounts with the service, and when those 3 months are up, it'll start automatically charging. And I'm pretty sure you need a credit card to even use the damn thing. So yeah, a bunch of people are going to be charged, probably without their knowledge, to be honest. But so they're going to suddenly have way more active, big air quotes, active users than they really do, because they've found a reason to literally reactivate every deactivated account in their service, which is just scummy. So
they accidentally reactivated everyone. And
they
then
accidentally
as an apology.
They accidentally reactivated.
The same thing.
They accidentally reactivated a few people. So, and as an apology, they reactivated everyone.
Yeah, it checks out.
Yeah. So.
Pigs.
Yeah, it's whether or not I understand the service model isn't a bad one in the sense that artists need to get paid better and anything that helps them out is great. On the other hand, they could not have marketed that worse. It's just really... I don't buy the whole, this is helping out the starving artist who's, fighting to live their dream, when it's Jay-Z and Kanye and Daft Punk are really hurting for cash with their platinum sellers and their, extravagant lifestyles. I don't know about Daft Punk. Maybe they actually need a few bucks, but all those helmets are probably very expensive.
Oh, I only have 2.
I thought they had they changed them up though.
I don't care.
It's like the Slipknot masks. You have to change it up every album, a little bit.
Who says Slipknot?
Slipknot is a DC villain in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
He is in there. He doesn't
Did you see that Suicide Squad trailer?
With Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
I'm I'm excited.
Are you now more excited for that than Batman vs Superman?
I was kind of always more excited for that than Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, I guess.
But, well, the thing is with that, though, things I enjoyed, I actually like Jared Leto, the Joker. I'm actually looking forward to seeing his performance. Costume design notwithstanding. Oh, go ahead.
Makeup design, I actually like, because one of the costumes is a reference to, like, a pretty iconic Joker outfit, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's nice. And then Harley, I like Harley's look okay. It's just the dialogue she had in that trailer was kind of like,
I didn't mind it. She doesn't have the accent, which is weird.
Yeah, well, I feel like translating Harley's insane, like, what is it even, like, her insane New York accent would be kind of off-putting, and it doesn't feel like it would fit, I don't think. It would, because if she did that, then Captain Boomerang would have to do the most insane, heavy Aussie accent possible. I did like, he looks like fun. I like him sneaking a beer in the middle of a firefight. He seems fun. I like that the trailer didn't actually give away much of the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm excited to see it.
I don't know what the bad guy is even.
Yeah, really. People are having some interesting theories about it, because it seems...
apparently, some people think it's the tattooed man.
That makes sense. But yeah, no, it's interesting. And it looks good. I am curious to see, like, how much Batfleck is going to be in it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
show up at least, probably just for a flashback. And also, it looks like they're doing the New 52 origin for Harley Quinn, where Joker dips her in the same vat of acid that birthed him, so she has the perma white skin and the craziness.
And the craziness.
As you do. But yeah, no, I'm curious to see how they'll do, like, the powers for, because Katana has her soul sword, and that looked, the effect in the trailer for that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and who's the witch lady?
Enchantress?
Yeah, she always had, like, crap floating around her and stuff.
Yeah. Although, some people suspect she might be the big bad.
Oh, really?
Possessed by a witch and all that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know. But yeah, and then we have Killer Croc and El Diablo. Which, it's... Killer Croc, I'd love him to survive this movie, and they keep him around, and he just keeps getting bigger until he looks like the Killer Croc from, like, Arkham Asylum.
Oh, hey, you know what happened?
Huh.
Apparently, I didn't actually order Batman Arkham Knight from Best Buy.
Oh, what did you order?
I guess there was a button. No, I just didn't order anything.
Oh.
I guess there was another button press, because they went to the store to pick it up.
Oh, no.
They were like, we don't have anything for you. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'll just buy it here, since all my stuff still works at the store. And they just didn't have it. So
that's sad.
But I did finally get my car out of the snow.
That's good.
Yeah.
That sucks, though.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, how's the game going?
I don't know. I'm having fun.
It seems
Let's
nice.
make this a podcast. It's a good podcast game.
It pretty much is.
Go away, Fox.
Because we passed 10 minutes ages ago.
I don't care.
Whatever. But
it's a special.
Yeah, the Plantera. I feel like it's a missed opportunity to license out some Pantera music and have that in the background, because that fits.
Yeah, well, I can hear the music, and it's super pleasant, and I don't want any of your nonsense in here.
Pantera totally fits. It was in SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
You know, when Sandy, in the pre-hibernation week, when Sandy's doing extreme sports, and you hear, like, metal-ass guitars going in the background, that's Pantera.
Need a new pig.
Which is actually kind of cool that they did that.
Ween also does a bunch of music.
Yes. Also, whoever did in Adventure Time, I want to know who does the song when they're looking for a new house. It's like season 1, but it's when they introduce Marceline, because their house searching song is actually really, really catchy. And it doesn't sound like any of the people in the cast, so it's just, for once, they actually just got a separate person to do it.
Weird.
But yeah.
Get out of here, bunny.
Nice.
Oh, you know what I watched?
Huh.
The first 2 episodes of The Magicians.
How is it?
really good, actually.
Nice.
And not okay. So I think it's a sci-fi original show, but it is the first one I've seen that isn't like stupid campy. Like, and I figured it was gonna be because it's called The Magicians and it's on Sci-Fi.
It's probably pretty fair.
But it's almost like weird deconstructionist Harry Potter.
Huh. Interesting.
And I heard from at least one person who read the books who says it's a really, really good adaptation. It's based on a book.
Which book?
A series of books.
Which books?
The Magicians.
Like, so you wanted to be a wizard and all that?
What?
No, probably not.
I assume it's a series of novels.
Because
But,
I remember reading So You Want to Be a Wizard and really enjoying it.
I'm pretty sure at least one of these books is called The Magicians. So.
Oh, I just looked it up. No, it's a different thing. Still cool.
But, like, it did a couple of really cool things in the first 2 episodes, so... One is that, so it's like Harry Potter grad school, basically. Like, they're all, kids right out of college. Mm-hmm. So there is magic, sex, and drugs. Nice. Because, of course, gotta have that. But one thing is that... so they all get, like, invited to this school through various magic-y means. And then they have to do an exam to figure out if they actually can do magic. And get away from here. This one girl goes in and fails the test, which normally means they like wipe your memory after it, because it would be super depressing to know that there is magic in the world and you can't do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But she like scratches her arm before they do that, and remembers everything. And like breaks down. Oh. Because she's learned that magic exists and that she can't go to the only place that'll teach her to do it.
That's sad.
Yeah. It's really depressing. And totally believable too.
Yeah, no, that would really bother me.
And then also, at one point, someone gives the main character a speech about how he is not the chosen one, because there isn't a chosen one. Because that's not how life works.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
I could do without chosen ones. Unless it's the chosen one from Kung Pao. That one's okay.
Oh, okay.
With Tonguey.
No.
He had the sentient tongue. That was his whole thing. It was great.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gotta make some orange trees.
I kind of want to see more... I would love to see, like, several characters basically acting like Magic Man from Adventure Time, where they just do horrible things like turn birds inside out for no reason.
Yeah, they went over... They haven't gotten... Like, the main characters have not learned too much magic yet. But I've seen some, and there are, like, a bunch of different schools. He's friends with kids from the physical magic school. Which is, like, telekinesis and stuff. And that's how it's broken up in this, into, like, different types of magic, not houses in which one of them are evil. There's one class in the school where everyone but... There's only, like, 2 kids left, and everyone else... It just vanished and no one knows why.
Nice.
So that's cool. But yeah, the physical magic kids are apparently the partiers.
Nice. That sounds like fun though. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I think right now both the episodes are streaming on the Sci-Fi site. We should watch it.
Neat. Cool. Well, I think we've gotten the gist of this game.
But I just want to keep playing.
Well, you can keep playing, but I think
Nah.
I think we can.
I'm afraid if I'm close it, I'll never be able to open it again.
We did have a little bit of trouble getting this to run before we started recording.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let's just play this little garden game for a while, and then it'll be real quick. And then I tried to open it, and then I had to restart my computer like 4 times and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, it was frustrating.
What do you mean nice? You were there.
It's a reflex. Also, I just had a brilliant idea.
What's that?
We should pan my audio all the way to the right and pan your audio all the way to the left. And then speak really close to the mic. And
Why?
then we'll have an ASMR channel.
I don't want that.
Yeah, it was.
I don't want that.
Hey, if you want to talk, you want to have ASMR. You just whisper into them. You just whisper into the mic.
No, it's dumb.
I don't actually know how to do ASMR.
Not like that. You gotta make like pleasant sounds. That's not. This is a mess. Get away, rabbits. I don't care how adorable you are. No, you can't. Do you see your friends?
All right.
But it's like,
Well, I think we're gonna bid
oh god.
you guys adieu as Joe deals with with invasions. Bye, everyone.
Bye.